As China marks 80 years since the end of the Second World War, a new weapon rolls into view. One built not for remembrance, but for rivalry. The DF-26D, the so-called Guam Killer, a missile designed to pierce America's Pacific Shield. China has rolled out the DF-26D, a new variant of its Guam Killer missile, in rehearsals for the September 3, 2025 Victory Day parade, marking 80 years since the Second World War's end. The sighting comes as tensions in the South China Sea, Taiwan Strait and wider Pacific hit their highest point in decades. Unlike earlier DF-26 models, the DF-26D is thought to carry advanced guidance systems and terminal seekers designed to target moving ships, giving Beijing a sharper tool against US carriers and bases. With a range exceeding 5,000 kilometers, it can strike US base in Guam and beyond, reinforcing China's anti-access and area denial strategy. Videos of the missile circulating online have caused alarm among US planners, who already regard the DF-26 as a central challenge to regional security. Though China has not disclosed specifics, analysts warn its appearance signals a decisive escalation in Asia's intensifying missile race.
The latest weaponry, the DF-26 intermediate-range ballistic missile that could reach a major US base in Guam in the Western Pacific, and the most potent missile, the DF-5 intercontinental ballistic missile, were seen in the rehearsal.
The DF-26D belongs to a family of road-mobile intermediate-range ballistic missiles, or IRBMs, developed by the China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation, or CASC. The original DF-26, revealed in 2015, was a versatile, dual-capable system designed to deliver conventional or nuclear strikes against both land and naval targets. The D variant, however, is seen by defense experts as a specialized anti-ship weapon, building on lessons from the DF-26B, which was test-fired against moving maritime targets in the South China Sea in 2020. China's new intermediate-range ballistic missile is a road-mobile, two-stage solid-fuel weapon designed for rapid launch and survivability. With a range up to 5,000 kilometers, it can threaten US bases as far as Guam while carrying a payload up to 1,800 kilograms, nuclear or conventional. Guided by inertial navigation and Beidou GPS with radar seekers for moving targets, it boasts an accuracy of up to 450 meters CP. On re-entry, it reaches hypersonic speed up to Mach 10, making it a formidable anti-ship and strike platform. Unlike its predecessors, the DF-26D is believed to feature active radar seekers, multispectral sensors, and advanced decoys to outmaneuver US missile defense systems such as Aegis BMD and THAAD. China has previously tested earlier DF-26 variants against mock-ups of US carriers and destroyers in desert ranges, evidence, experts say, of Beijing's intent to transform the platform into a carrier killer. This capability strikes at the heart of America's Pacific military posture, where the aircraft carrier strike group remains the centerpiece of deterrence and power projection. On September 3, 2025, Beijing will stage a grand military parade marking 80 years since the end of the Second World War. But the spectacle is as much about projecting future power as commemorating past sacrifice. Chinese leader Xi Jinping will preside over the event, flanked by some of the world's most isolated and heavily sanctioned leaders, underscoring what analysts call a new axis of upheaval directed against the Western-led order. Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Kim Jong-un are confirmed attendees, appearing publicly alongside Xi for the first time. They will be joined by Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian and Myanmar's junta chief Min Aung Hlaing, whose presence underscores Beijing's support for pariah regimes. In contrast, most Western leaders are expected to boycott the ceremony, with exceptions such as Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico and Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić, both maintaining close ties with Moscow and Beijing despite their European commitments. The United Nations will be represented by Li Junhua, a Chinese career diplomat serving as Under-Secretary General. The parade itself is set to be one of China's largest in years, showcasing tens of thousands of troops alongside cutting-edge military hardware. Analysts have highlighted the debut of advanced fighter jets, hypersonic systems, missile defense batteries, and the upgraded DF-26 ballistic missile. Rehearsal footage also revealed new Yingji anti-ship missiles, which state media describe as tools to prevent the United States from posing a serious threat to China's national security. For Beijing residents, the preparations have brought weeks of disruption, echoing the 2015 parade. Schools face delayed openings, while the state media narrative stresses the Chinese Communist Party's role in defeating Japan, portrayed as long downplayed or belittled by the West. Analysts say the parade serves to demonstrate Xi Jinping's grip on power at home and abroad.
Xi Jinping is trying to showcase that he is very strong, that he is still powerful and well received in China. When Xi was just a regional leader, he looked up to Putin and saw the kind of leader he could learn from, and now he is a global leader. Having Kim alongside him as well highlights how Xi is now also a global leader.
Other experts point to the timing.
The primary purpose of the temporary spectacle was to reinforce Xi's power and the strength of the CCP. Commemorating the 80th anniversary does not necessarily require a military parade. Most of the leaders attending are not there to support China's commemoration. They are there to give face to China, to give face to Chinese leaders, and to avoid harming bilateral relations.
For Beijing, the message is clear. The Victory Day Parade is not only a commemoration, but also a display of military and diplomatic strength. At its centre is the debut of the DF-26D, a stark reminder of China's determination to break through US defences and reshape the strategic balance in the Indo-Pacific.